Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Maria, and this is Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. Oh, yay. I'm so happy to be here tonight. And so tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about the term bridge of incidents and what that means and what it means in, our own lives as creators here, creating our own reality. Oh God, I am so thankful to be here. So, for those of you that maybe this is the first time that you've dropped by, my name is Elizabeth Maria. My business is Elizabeth Maria Unlimited. I offer writing services, food justice, advocacy, and whole food health information and intuitive guidance for individuals and businesses. Every Tuesday, I come on Facebook and on YouTube for my Intuitive Tuesday. This is where I just discuss spiritual topics, like whatever is, really going on spiritually in my life as I am moving forward and evolving. I hope to connect with, people on their journeys out there in this big, beautiful world. My Intuitive Tuesday does include a tarot reading and an oracle reading. This is a kind of, like I like to look at it as a energetic check-in, if you will, right? And so, that's what I do every week. I come here, I do this, I connect with you guys. That's what I'm all about is, standing in your power, learning how to like fully love and appreciate every part of you, right? Because we're all multifaceted. And my God, I mean, the journey that I have been on in this life. Oh goodness, oh goodness. But it has all brought me to this moment right here, being able to share. And it just, it fills my heart. And that's why I do it ultimately. If you want to learn more about me, please check out the description. And I have my website in the description and stuff. But other than that, let's just get right into it. So what is the term bridge of incidents? So I was just recently introduced to this term. I am currently in a business accelerator program, and I'm very excited about it. There are online businesses. There's people that are in online businesses from all over the world in this group. And one of the members, she recently referred to the bridge of incidences in one of her presentations. And so that got me curious. I am also I would call myself I am knowledgeable and aware of Neville Goddard's teachings. He is the one that coined the term bridge of incidents. I would not by any stretch of an imagination say that I'm like a scholar or anything of Neville Goddard's, but I have been listening to his lectures, his teachings, and reading some of his works for a few years now. And he is part of the I think it's called like the Truth School. And please, this is about bringing information, sharing information, creating, checking in energetically. So, I am excited to share with you guys about, the new, and I mean, new to me, kind of, spirituality terms and, as I'm on my journey, but, one, only take what resonates. And, if like I say something wrong or whatever, do like put it in the comments, because I'm learning too. I'm here to learn and to experience just like everyone else. But so understanding the bridge of incidents. So in my research on the bridge of incidents and Neville Goddard's term is that it basically refers to a series of events that occur to bring about that which you desire. So let me say that again. The bridge of incidents is a series of events that occur, right? They occur in order to bring about whatever it is that you desire, that you are manifesting. Okay. And so, my understanding of this is, when we desire something, when we desire anything, right, it's not instant, right? It takes a little bit of time. We live in a time-space continuum, right? And so Neville Goddard coined this term as a way to explain the series of events that happen once you put your desire for what it is that you want to create out there, right? And so it's kind of like the universe or God or great spirit or however you want to call the infinite one that, connects us all. It's like that energetic way of getting us from point A to point B, right? So it's all the stuff that happens in between. And I found a couple websites today that had some pretty good explanations. So I'm going to just briefly read a little bit more about the bridge of incidents, and then I will give you an example of this occurrence from my own life. Okay, so Neville Goddard coined the term the bridge of incidents, and it refers to a series of events that occur to bring about that which you desire once you have made up your mind about something. And this is a website. This is duncanwesley.com, just so you guys know. And he is an author and a blogger, okay? And so this is a quote by Neville Goddard. If you tell them it came to pass simply because you imagined it, no, they will point to a series of events that led up to it. And they will give credit to the bridge of incidents across which you walked toward the fulfillment of that state of mind, state of being, right? And they will point out some physical thing that was the cause. No, the cause is invisible. For the cause is God, and God is invisible to the mortal eye. So when one steps into the role of creator, you have to put away all your old beliefs. And so those are all of the limiting beliefs that we have been conditioned to believe about ourselves and our reality, okay? We have to put all those aside, that things are happening some and just by random, right? It's just a coincidence or whatever, right? And so now once we have this inner knowing, we have this awareness of our power, right? Then we begin to see and recognize the series of events that lead us from one place to another. And so that is a way that we can begin to look at life as not happening to us, but happening for us. Okay? So the bridge of incidents is under the kind of the sub teachings of Neville Goddard called the law of assumptions. And that is basically that what you assume and what you expect is what you're going to create in this world, right? And so you assume it, and then, through these series of events, it unfolds. This is another website, and this is a creator by the name of True Cosmic. And this website is also a blog that that talks about Neville Goddard. And so in this website, True Cosmic talks about the bridge of incidents and gives some good examples of it. I just like, if you're tuning in, then you basically, you do believe that you can create your own reality, right? Um, if you were interested in learning more about, Neville Goddard, I encourage you to look him up. Do a Google search. Go on YouTube. I mean, there's all kinds of lectures. He was widely prolific and lectured widely. And so here's a quote right here: a virtue must be felt in order to be assumed. And so you feel the energy in you of what you want, of what you're going to assume into this reality, right? And so let me just read a little bit on here. A bridge of incidents is one interesting concept that is subsumed under the law of assumption teachings. So embarking upon this path of the bridge of incidences, is not linear, because our spiritual journey is never linear. It is just not going to be a linear process. And so once, we accept that, and we can, go with the flow of the bridge of incidents and what is flowing into our life, and we can begin to know that this is happening for us, not to us, right? Then that is when the magic starts to happen. Okay, so the pathway works in a domino effect. Beginning by imagining your desired life is a step towards putting yourself on your desired path. So the first thing is you imagine, you assume, right, what your desired path is. The incidents, right, that bridge that's going to take you to your desired path, your desired person, place, thing, right? The incidents that occur look seemingly unrelated to your life goals, but they are actually connected, kind of like a bridge, right? Thus, the term a bridge of incidents. So the manifestation, so why is this important? Okay, so the manifestation process is energized by belief in yourself, your ability to create your reality and your dreams. Okay, and so once you understand that your circumstances are connected to bring you closer to your desired goals, then you can have a firmer belief in the process. Okay, and so let me see. Okay, so it's all, first you have to believe it, right? You have to believe it before you can achieve it. You have to believe it, and then you put it out into the universe, right? But then there's going to be, again, these series of events that occur. Now, if you are someone who, may, lean towards maybe worry or anxiety, right? Then that kind of energy can stall the bridge of incidents, or it can, because the bridge of incidents can end up being, one incident after another that is happy and joyous and full of love, or you can go through some negative incidences to get you to where you're going to go, depending on, where you are energetically. And I don't mean that as like on any level as an insult, because we all, we vibe differently, like all day long, just depending on our, own mind, body, spirit balance. I also am a firm believer in person and environment perspective. And so, especially if you are new with learning how to create those energetic, balances in your life, environment can mean everything. It really can. And, I would love for someone to, try to argue different, argue me different on that one. Okay, so one more thing about the Bridge of Incidents. So this is Anne Sace. Let's see. She also is a writer and a blogger here. And I wanted to just say, okay, so the law of assumption states that when you assume and expect, it's what manifests in your life. Okay. And so once again, covering the Bridge of Incidents, this is like after you have decided what you're going to manifest, that's when the Bridge of Incidents start. And so Anna Sace gives a really good example here. So once you have set your intention, the Bridge of Incidents is the process that takes you from where you are now in your life to where you want to be. So as an example, let's say you were wanting to manifest a partner. This person obviously just doesn't appear in your house like in a puff of smoke, right? Once you have to set your intention, right? And then there's going to be a chain of events that occurs that puts you in the path to meet this person. This is the Bridge of Incidents. And so Anna Sace says that the Bridge of Incidents can sometimes be the trickiest part about using the law of assumption. And it trips a lot of people up because it can sometimes bring up apparent setbacks. Okay. I'm going to give one more example from this website, and then I'm going to give you all a brief example from my own life of how the Bridge of Incidences has worked in my own life. And then we will move in to our collective energy reading. Okay. For example, perhaps you want to start your own business and it's something you've put off for years. You set your intention for starting your own business, and the next thing you know is you get laid off from your job. This turn of events is upsetting and unexpected, as it has you doubting yourself and your abilities. But it is exactly what you need to get started on your new business. However, in the moment, it takes the wind out of you, right? And it may feel like a setback. It may make you even feel a little bit depressed, right? And so the trick to navigating the Bridge of Incidents is to see everything in your life as leading you towards your goal, because it is leading you towards your goal. So the Bridge of Incidents that recently happened in my life, and I mean, it happens all the time. Like I'll put out what it is that I, want to see happen. And then, just the series of events. And I mean, sometimes they're crazy. Sometimes, it just really depends. I have also learned something, and this is going to tie in to my discussion. There are, there's two types of people. There's two types of learners. There are learners. Well, there's all kinds of learners, but there are people who learn through a series of events of pain, and there are people who learn from a series of events of pleasure, right? In advertising, it's called stick and carrot people, right? So there are some people that are going to be motivated by, oh no, I want to get away from that pain, right? Whereas there's going to be some people that are motivated by, ooh, look at those shiny lights. I am going towards the pleasure, right? And so when you are considering your own bridge of incidences, I believe that it is important for you to begin to question what type of learner you are. Um, for me, for many years, it has taken a whole hell of a lot of pain. And I will tell you that pain has been a huge motivating factor in my life for a long time. And it has oh, just been recently that I have begun to see that, there's an infinite number of possibilities always, right? And so for someone who has been motivated by pain, like you get into enough pain, you're going to do anything to try to get out of it, switching into that carrot mode has proven challenging. And so getting back to the bridge of incidences. So my example is I have been working on building Elizabeth Maria Unlimited since 2020. And the conception of what I wanted to do with my business started actually when I was up in Maine during COVID, through another series of events that I won't even get into. I ended up back in Georgia. I have known that I wanted to keep this connection that I had to Maine, and I knew that I was going to make business connections in Maine that were going to be very important for my business. I knew that even before I had the name Elizabeth Maria Unlimited. I knew that. And so when I found myself back in Georgia, I tried to leave Georgia 3 times before I finally made my trip up to Maine and got here. The first time twice it was with a man. And let me tell you guys, I got some freaking some issues. I mean, I love the men. I love the men. But I I have a long history with them. And so twice I tried to leave Georgia with a man, 2 different men over 2 years. And once I tried to go to Nashville. I knew that I needed to be in the mountains. I knew that. And I knew, this connection to Maine, right? So I tried to leave, try to go to Nashville with one man. It did not work. Everything that could have gone wrong did. And it was a very crazy way that it didn't work. And so then I just went on with my life, blah, blah, blah. And then, just inch by inch doing my things for my business. And then I ended up in another relationship, and I tried to leave again. I tried to leave Georgia again, this time up to the South Carolina mountains. And also with a man in Great Spirit Universe was like, oh, hell no, Elizabeth. You already tried this once. We said no, and you're not doing it. And I was like, what's happening? I'm supposed to go to the mountains. I know that, Great Spirit. I know I'm supposed to go to the mountains, but you keep on stopping me. And so, I got in that place in my own bridge of incidents where I started doubting myself. What is wrong? Why can't, I get to where I'm supposed to be? Why can't I begin building my business in the way that, I see this vision for it, and so I got really down on myself, and, I slipped back into some really self-destructive patterns, and, I had to deal with, depression, and just a litany of shit just a litany of shit did I have to fucking walk through, And it was all, and it's just all the litanies of shit that all of us have to walk through. It's all, and the cool thing with the Bridge of Incidents is we begin to know that it is happening for us. God wants only what is best for us. And so the first time I tried to leave town, God was like, oh, hell no. Second time I tried to leave town, God was like, nope. I said go to the mountains, but not with a man. And so, oh God, I gotta drink some tea. Tonight I am drinking this is dandelion tea. This is very good. A very wonderful detox for the whole body. Guys, I ate dandelion leaves today. This is total a sidetrack, but I guess it's still under the umbrella of Elizabeth Maria Unlimited. It's the middle part, the food part, guys. Anyways, so yeah, Bridge of Incidents. Feels so good in my body. You guys, I am such a freak nut and I just love it. Okay, so I tried to leave a third time. Now, okay, so let me back up. So when I was in South Carolina with the second man, I got as far as we found a place. I mean, it was, everything looked like, it was like almost like a dream, like how everything just fell into place perfectly. The day that I was supposed to sign the papers on the lease, I had emailed a friend of mine that I do work with up here in Maine and asked him if I could use him as a reference. He said yes. And of course, because I am trustworthy. And so later on that day, my same friend just sent me a text. And he said, hey, if you're looking for a place, you can always come up. You can always come up here to Maine. I put that in, the back pocket because I'm about to sign a lease in South Carolina. Well, let me just tell you that did not work out. And it was more of an insane shit show that I had to walk through to get through that experience. Right. And so then, and I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I know that God, Great Spirit, wants me to be in the mountains. I know, and I thought that I was, supposed to find my partner and go to the mountains and build my stronghold. And God had other plans for me, right? And so it popped into my head, that text. So I texted my friend back and I was like, hey, you still need some help up in Maine? And so yes, and yes, right? So that was a good one. So then the third place I was supposed to go before I made it to Maine I was supposed to go to St. Louis. And for whatever reason, I believe that, again, this was a part of the Bridge of Incidents because I had everything packed. I was like ready to go. And then it was just like, bam, like the universe. It was almost like a mental, it was like it was like a force almost just held me. And I couldn't leave Georgia. I was almost to the point of thinking that the energy in Georgia just was not going to let me go. Finally, I was able to get out. Now, let me tell you that the trip from Georgia to Maine was in itself a bridge of incidents. I ended up I stayed at several different Airbnbs, saw different friends. I ended up in a freak snowstorm, stranded on the side of a mountain for 2 hours. It was fucking crazy, you know? And then I finally get here to the farm where I'm working, and I realize now, looking back, I see all of the events that had to line up in just a perfect way, and that they were all a part of the bridge of incidences that got me here. Since I have been here, and this is a very, very soft launch. I don't even know if there's anyone like watching right now, and maybe you guys will watch sometime. So this is gonna be like a really soft launch. I am officially Elizabeth Maria Unlimited LLC. Since I've been up in Maine, I am about to fly. I'm flying to St. Louis to be a part of a wellness retreat and to give readings as Elizabeth Maria Unlimited to the participants. Everything is falling into place. Now, would I have believed that when I was sitting in the blizzard on the side of the mountain? No, I probably wouldn't have, right? But after learning about the bridge of incidences, I see how God, Great Spirit, me, us, we helped me to get right from one state, literally and metaphorically, to another. So look out for the bridge of incidences in your own life. And how do you do that? Begin to believe. Begin to know that what is occurring for you. Even the shitstorm stuff. I know it sucks sometimes to walk through that stuff, man. I mean, I'm still shedding a lot of fucking shitstorm stuff, you know? It's not always fun. But the bridge of incidents can remind us that God is working for us. God is working with us. God is helping us to create everything that we desire. So if we have belief, we have faith, we have knowing that each event that unfolds in our life is occurring, as Neville Goddard termed, as a bridge of incidents to lead us to exactly where we want to be. So, yay, Jackie. I'm so glad you came on. I'm just feeling the energy. I'm about to just shift focus now and get into our weekly energy reading. Let me do a little bit of sound healing, clearing. Thank you. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will eventually have a better camera where you guys can like actually see my awesome layout right here. I just love all of my crystals. I just need a better setup, but everything is perfect and as it should be in this moment. So tonight I'm going to do our 3-card spread. For those of you new to Intuitive Tuesdays, I always include a collective energy reading. Let me find my trusty copper bracelet. Always got to wear my copper. I mean, I don't always have to, but I love it. The conduit of energy. Thank you, Great Spirit. I'm going to use, this is energy mindfulness spray. And I love it so much. I'm just gonna, oh man, it's like a sage spray. I tell you guys, this shit is like, I mean, I shouldn't call it shit because it's not, but I mean, like there's some kind of like beautiful mojo in it, because every time that I use it, it just like I just feel energetic. It's just wonderful. So anyways, so I do a 3-card collective spread. It is collective in that I'm tapping into the energy. It's not individual. It's just, people that are tuning in. Take the message if it resonates. If it doesn't, then, that's cool too. How I do my readings is I'll do the first card is going to be the energy that we're moving kind of out of. The second card is the energy that we're in currently. The third card is the energy that we're moving into, and usually contains our suggestions for the week. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. This is the part. This is why I do this, guys. The energy out through my body, it makes me so happy. I'm just like, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for letting me be a conduit for your energy to come through. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. Thank you. Show us what we need to see, not what we want to see. I always say that, and then sometimes I'm like, really, Elizabeth? Okay. Maybe I always need to see what I need to see, not what I want to see. Because I'm a Leo. Anyways, oh my God, guys, I'm feeling silly. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, all kinds of energy. Okay, so let's see. So the first card is, let me get to it in my 148. Hold on one second before I hold up. And this is very interesting, guys. Okay, so the first card for our collective reading tonight is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the element of earth. Okay, this is all about prosperity, property, and new beginnings. So the upright meaning of the Ace of Pentacles is auspicious for every aspect of your life. What? In a spread, it overrules other minor arcana cards, and it predicts happiness, contentment. You can have anything you want to desire. Oh yeah, I like it. This card presents an opportunity for further attainment. So now is the time, guys, to receive the precious gift of opportunity. It might be an offer, right? You may find a way to use it to build for the future as let's see, property is favored in the suit of pentacles. In readings, it commonly arises to show money is coming. Woo, woo, woo. I'm all about that money coming in the house. Woo, woo. Or new property, guys. Okay. It's also a prediction for foundation and stability. Hey. So, if you have questions concerning your home, relationships right now, this card should be, should ease your mind. Okay. This is all about good fortune because you deserve it. Yay, I love it. Okay, so this is the energy that we are kind of in, we're moving out of. So this is the next phase. Now, this is very interesting because the next card that we have, guys, is the devil. Now, the devil card is all about temptation, right? The numerology link is the Lovers, and it is the astrological sign of Capricorn. Okay. And so this card, the devil, is about you may be enslaved to an ideal or a relationship that really is demanding too much of your time. What started as a positive or even pleasurable has reversed. And now you are seeing the situation for what it is. Okay. So, whatever situation that you're finding yourself in right now, this could be a very destructive situation. Okay. You may be feeling an energy of someone trying to control you, or an energy of being around some type of bad influence. Okay. This is a card for greed, materialism, and temptation. Yet, to change the situation of this card, okay, you will need to think laterally and use a little cunning. It's never worth confronting the problem, as the negativity is endemic. This is very, so if you confront an issue, you can only confront someone at the level of consciousness where they're at. Okay. And so sometimes confronting a situation can make it more volatile than it needs to be. Okay. And so the devil card often arrives in a relationship reading. So this can show kind of negative ways of relating. Okay. And so this is interesting. And so this first card, we have all of this good, all of this beauty, that this is you. This is what's coming in for you, right? And then we have this devil card that is here to not only to remind us not to fall into temptation, right? But it also can indicate that we are in a situation right now where we may be living with someone who is volatile, okay, or just a difficult situation. It could be, some type of domineering. I mean, if it's with a career, this could be like a domineering boss, but this is energy that is not working out for you. Okay. You've got to change this situation. So the message is, this is where we are, and this is what we're moving towards. And I'm about to say what we're moving towards. The message is to simply walk away from the situation, or escape the best way that you can. Okay, regardless of the temptation to stay. It's best to just go. Okay. So a lot of times in relationships, and this is relationships to people, places, and things, right? We can do all we can in our power, but if it is not a positive match, then there's nothing that you can do about it other than walk away. Do not get swayed by temptation. Okay. It's also about you being aware of unhealthy attachments, addictions, dependencies that are affecting you. So you may feel that this is a hard thing to let go of, but know that it's so much easier than you think. And so this is huge for me too. I know I've shared this with you guys, but I'm definitely walking through, working on, my attachment to cigarettes. So this card really spoke to me in that way. So really understanding that it is time to walk away guys, from what no longer serves. Okay, so now for our last card. And all of this, it's just so, God, it's just so perfect. I love it because, again, going back to the Ace of Pentacles this week, it's all about like you have a new opportunity available to you. You have all of this goodness, this blessings, all of this beautiful stuff that's happening, right? But like right in this moment, you might be like in a shitstorm part of, that bridge of incidents, right? It could be a person, place, or thing, some exterior attachments that are just not working out. It is time to walk away. But oh my goodness, where are we walking to? The Hierophant. Guys, the Hierophant is the high priest. Okay, so the Hierophant is all about self-realization and expansion. So this is a time to develop emotionally and spiritually, to commit to relationships that help you think, that help you become the person that you want to be. I mean, that you are and that you are becoming. But, it's really about, because the Hierophant is the teacher, right? So the Hierophant offers an opportunity to integrate mind and spirit and ascend to higher planes of awareness. So while the Hierophant offers wise counsel, he does represent institutions and some traditional values, okay, which may be a comfort to you or a test of how much you are willing to conform. And that's really interesting because at least like for me with this reading, I was, because the name of my business is Elizabeth Maria Unlimited, and then I got an LLC, which is a limited. But it's all about like the traditions, the traditions of this system and the society that, while we are moving towards, just incredible systemic changes, just like the bridge of incidents, it's not going to be like poof, it's going to be inch by inch, step by step, right? And so the Hierophant is coming into our life as the teacher or a mentor, some type of guiding authority. I mean, this could be you, the highest version of yourself. That's what, really is coming to me with this. So this is all about you expanding your knowledge and learning fundamental principles about spirituality, about your journey, about, whatever your business, your organization, whatever in relationship. This is committed partnerships, right? And so this is all about just beautiful expansion, expanding your current property, expanding your relationships, celebrating your sacredness with relationships, and progress with your organization, your business, your career, right? And so this is a beautiful reading for us energetically, okay, as we move forward, right, in our beautiful creations. Know the possibilities are unlimited. There may be, and there always are going to be some dark, energies that are going to try to, latch on, take your thunder, take your, no. We say no to that today. Instead, we are going to find counsel within, with our highest self, We can find counsel through others, through mentors. This is about connecting and knowing that you, that we, us, one, all, we are on the right path. And it is a beautiful path of unlimited possibilities. So, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I just talked my ear off. If you want to learn more about me, please check out the information in the description. If you want to support my content, please you can either become my Patreon member, and I do all kinds of fun things with my Patreons. You can also do a one-time donation, or just send me a message, send me a hello, whatever. And thank you, Jackie. I love you too. And that's it for tonight, guys. Love and light. Bye.